desire. The starting point of the achievement, the first step toward reach urgency, urgency, prime, clamor, amplified, training, orange, engine more than 30 years ago. He may have remembered to a tramp, but the thoughts were those of a king. As he made as he made his way from Rainlord, Rainlord Road, tract of Thomas Edison. His miles are, he say himself, stunning in Edison presence. He found himself asking Mr. Edison for an opportunity to carry out the consuming observing of the light, a boring desire to become the business associate of great inventor. Ben's desire was not hope. It was not. It was not a face. It kept to lusting, lusting desire with the transcend everything else. It was definite. The desire was not new when he approached Edison. It had been Orange dominating desire for the long time. In the beginning, when the desire first approached in his mind, it may it may have been probably was only a wish, but it was no mere whispering approach before the Edison. A few years later, Edwin C. Branch again stood before the Edison in the same office where the first met the inventor. This time, his desire had been translated into reality. He was the business with Edison, the dominating themes of his life, and because a reality today, people who know brains, even him, because of the break life. They see his in the day, of his dream, without taking to trouble to investigate the case of his success. Don't wasn't success because he chose the definite goal, place all his energy willpower as the he put everything back up that goal. He did not become a partner of Edison. A day he arrived, he connect arrived. He arrived. He was connected to start the most mental work. At the long of period, an opportunity to take the even one step toward in his state courage goal. 5 years passed before the chance he had been seeking made it appearance. During all those years, not one ray of hope, not one promise of attainment of the desire had been hit out to him, to everyone except himself. He approached only other cog the Edison business. Well, but in his own mind, well, he was the partner of Edison every minute of the time, for every day that he passed went work there. It is the remember installation of the power of definite desire. Orange win his goal because he wanted to be a business associate of Mr. Edison. More than he wanted anything else, he created a plan by which to attain the purpose. Attain that purpose. But he bore all the brigades behind him. He stood by his desire until it because the dominating obsession of his life and binary effect. When he went to Orange, he did not say him to himself, I will try intricate English Edison to give him a job. The sum up short, he said, I will be say Edison and what I do on notice that I have come to go into business with him. He did not say I will work there from for a few months and if you get no encouragement I will be quit and get a job somewhere else. He did not he did say I will be start anywhere. I will be anything Edison tell me to do. But before I am through I will be his associate. He did not say I keep my eyes open for another opportunity in case I fail to get what I want. The Edison organization, he said there is but one thing in this world that I am determined to have determined to have and that is a business associate with the Thomas Edison. I will be born all the brigades behind me and stack my entire future on my ability to get what I want. He left himself no possible way of retire. He had won the race. That is all there in the boring story of success. Now, a long while ago, a great warrior placed a situation which made it necessary for him to make a decision which ensured his success of the benefit. He was about to send him army. He remains against a powerful force whose men outnumbered his own. He located his shoulder into boats, sailed to the enemy country, unloaded soldiers and equipment, then give the order to warn the ship that had carried them, addressing his men before the first battle. He said, "You see, I boats going up in the smoke. That means that we cannot leave these shores alive. Unless we win, we now have no chance. We win or we face the win. Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ship and cut all sorts of rather retreat, retreat. Only by so doing can one be source of maintaining the state of mind now as boring desire to win is essential or true success. The morning after the Great Chicago Fire, a group of merchants stood one street looking at the something remains of what he had been there. Store. They went into conference, decided if they would try rebuild up the Leave Chicago and start about the more promising section of country. They reached a decision, all except one to leave the Chicago. The merchant who decided to stay and rebuild pointed a finger at the remains of the store and said, "Gentlemen, on the very shop I will be built the world's greatest store, no matter how many times it may fall down." That was more than 15 years ago. The store was built. I stand there today. To very moment, to the power of the state of mind now, while the burning desire, the easy thing of Marshall Field to have done would have been exactly what his fellow merchants did when the going was hard and the future looked dismal. They pulled up the went where the going seemed sure. Mark with the difference between the Marshall Field and the other merchant because it is some difference which discuss agency violence from the thousands of other young men who work the Edison organization. It is the same different with it is the same difference with discourse of virtual virtual practically all the who success from those who fail. Every human being who has reached the age and of the understanding of purpose of money wishes for it wishing will not be reached. But the desire but the desiring with the state of mind because and the obsession, the planning, definite way and means acquire reach. But the reach with state of mind become the obsession of the planning, definite way to means the acquiring reach and making the plan with making the plan with persistence persistent with those not recognize failure. Also will be will bring reach the method by with desire for a reach can be transmitted into the financial equivalent consistent of the six definite practical steps as first first fix your mind to exact amount of you desire is not satisfaction merely to say I want to let money definite as the amount. This is the psychology reason for definition which we will describe in the subsequent chapter. Second, determine the exact what you intend to give return from the money you desire. There, there is no such of reality something. Third, stable definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Fourth, create a definite plan for carrying out the desire and being at once whether you are ready to not put his plan into action. Fifth, write a clear, conscious statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for the acquisition state when you intend to give the return for the money. Describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. 6. Read and write the statement aloud to twist daily. Once you just before gathering at night and once after asking the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already you process of the money. It is the important to follow the instruction described in the 6 steps. It is especially important that when you observe and follow the instruction in the sixth paragraph, you may complain that you impossible for your see. Your yourself is possession of money before you actually have it. Here is very important desire will come to your aid. Will come to your idol. If you truly desire money so keenly that you desire into obsession, you will be have no difficulty into con- condoning yourself that will be acquire it. The object it to want money and become so determined to have that you convey yourself, you will be have it. Only those who become the become money conscious every accumulate great rich. Many consciousness mean that the mind has become so thoroughly structured with a desire for money that once one can see oneself already in the position of it. The ultimate who was not being schooled in the working principle of human mind. Thus instruction many fear the impractical. It may be helpful to allow who feel the recognize the soundness of the sixth step to know that the information they convey was received from Eduri courage, con- courage who being as the ordinary labor in the steel mills but managed despite speed despite his humble beginning to make the principle of yield into fortune or considerably considerably more than $100 million. It may be future help to now six step to six step you have to recommend we clearly we have to carefully scrutinized by the late Thomas Edison, whose placed stamp of approval upon the being not only the step essential for the accumulation accumulation of the money necessary for the attainment of any definite goal. The step called for no hard labor, they call no sacrifice. They not required to become religious or creedious. They do not require one to become religious or creedious to apply the sale for no calls for no great amount of education, but the successful application of the sixth step does call of scraping imaging to enable one to see and understanding that accumulation of money cannot be left to chance, good fortune, and luck. One must release the whole soul, accumulate great fortune, pass the creating amount of determining of research, leisure, and planning before they acquire money.